Hello and welcome to Half Time with the Football. Jamie Graham's knee injury early in the season has been described by most as one of the worst seen in sport for several years. I was only metres from the action when the injury occurred on that unforgettable day.
Getting plenty of kicks on his own. That wasn't a great kick by Toby McGrath.
Jamie Graham's dislocated his knee. Phil's made it to shock and look inside. But yeah, he's down there. He got a caught underneath in a tackle. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's a terrible injury.
I think we only need to see once. Coming in right over that. Oh dear.
I remember the pain. It was very severe at the time. I knew straight away that something great didn't happen, and especially when I looked down and my leg was off to the side and in angles that it's not supposed to be. And just remember going to hospital and waking up eventually once it had been put back in place.
I think the first thing they'll do when they go in there will be to give him some form of pain-killing injection, or the thing that they inhale nowadays, I think, to quell pain.
At the time, it took a while for the pain to go away because they had no medication and had to wait for the ambulance. So yeah, it was a tough 20 minutes, half an hour or so, but starting to get on the mend now.
Do you remember how the incident happened?
I sort of do. I just remember Toby kicking the ball and it was dribbling on the ground, and myself, I was going to pick it up, and I saw Danny coming and I knew he was coming out at rate of knots, and I was just, at the time I thought it wasn't right, something was going to happen, and bent down to pick up the ball, and Danny's just sort of come through and taken my legs out, and my foot stuck and my body went one way, so yeah, that's sort of how it all come about.
Was there any way you could have avoided the contact at all?
No, not at all. I suppose I kept my feet and went for the ball. I was definitely there, ready to pick up the ball, and maybe if I got in lower, I'm not sure, slid in, and that could have been dangerous for Danny because he's actually going in head first. So it's just one of those things, and it is football. It happens week to week, and my foot was planted on the ground.
John, have you ever seen an injury like that in your playing or coaching days?
No, I haven't. It was pretty horrific. Just the force of the impact on the knee and the different angles that it seemed to go on. I couldn't believe it. And when you saw it in replay, it wasn't worth looking at. It was a shocker.
From the coach's box, did you know what had happened straight away?
No, we didn't. We just thought, there'd been a bit of an impact, and the dugouts actually got in the way a little bit because it was so close to the boundary. And we just thought, looks like he's been hit in the leg somehow, and was carried off. And we just watched and got on with the game. And then when I came down at quarter time, the ambulance was there. And I said to our football manager, is that for Jamie Graham by any chance? And he said, yes, it is. And that's when I realised how bad it had been.
Well, it would appear that he has snapped the ligaments and the kneecap has actually gone. A very sad end of the day for Jamie Graham.
You made a special reference to the players at three-quarter time. Do you remember what it was?
Along the lines that Jamie had sent a message down from Fremantle Hospital, which of course overlooks the ground here, and just make sure you win the game, boys. And sure enough, they went out there and did win the game, so that was quite a positive outcome of it, I guess.
Originally from Kalgoorlie, where he played for Mines Rovers Football Club, Jamie joined South Fremantles in 2002. He was a tall, mobile ruckman or key position player who had attracted a lot of interest from AFL clubs in his first 2 years. He was then drafted by the West Coast Eagles with the 40th selection in the 2004 AFL Rookie Draft. He was then elevated from the rookie list in 2005 and made his debut for the club in round 3, that year against Fremantle.
To be honest, I didn't expect to be drafted. As a kid, everyone, wants to be and dreams of being drafted, but to be honest, I just dreamt of playing WAFL footy for South, and that happened, and I was actually working the day. I received a call from one of my teammates saying that congratulations, I'd been rookied. I had no idea that I was going to be. I hadn't spoken to West Coast, and it was a dream come true.
In 2006, Jamie emerged as a player with West Coast, winning the Best First Year Player award. He played all 24 games, missing just one game for the year, the grand final. He was replaced by David Wirapunda.
It was tough, pretty gut-wrenching at first. And I knew when John called me into, or didn't know initially, but John called me into office and he said, you might want to take a seat, and I just felt something wasn't, I wasn't going to get any good news, and it did hurt at first, but then I just had to, focus on the week ahead because I was, still a chance of playing. Wirra was under a bit of an injury cloud, so I had to go about it the right way, and it did hurt, but I was I was happy with my season, and it would have been nice, but yeah, you can't turn back time.
For the next 2 years, Jamie was hampered by serious knee injuries, and then the memorable day where his leg was trapped under an oncoming player, badly dislocating his kneecap and rupturing his anterior cruciate ligament, needing a complete knee reconstruction.
It's not the angle that a knee should be at.
There's no certainty, and you can't really give me answers. He just said I've got to go about it week by week, and I'll see the surgeon in 4 weeks' time, and the aim is to have a 90-degree bend by then. So I've got little goals to set, and hopefully I can get back to do the full rehab, and you never know.
Number 22, Jamie Graham.
Jamie Graham's been a great story this year, retiring from the Eagles at the end of last year, and this year used as a ruckman by John Dimmer.
So will we ever see Jamie Graham playing footy again?
I hope so. My young bloke's 3 now, and he gets down the rooms and he knows I play footy, and I'd love to play again in front of him, and I'd love to be able to lead South Fremantle again into next season. So that'll be an aim, but I can't make any decisions till that time comes.